6:52 time for the morning sprint.
We start with breaking news of a deadly crash involving an attempted traffic stop. Shane Hogan is live with what we know. Shane.
Hey, Chris and Leah. Yes, that's right. 3 people died as a result of that police chase ending here in Cottage Grove. I'm going to step out of the scene here so you can take a look at this tree where we believe the car crashed into. Now the DOJ is investigating after the police chase ended here in Cottage Grove. Officers say Monona police stopped the vehicle around 9 p.m. last night, but it took off during that traffic stop. Dane County deputies then used the spike strip to try and stop the vehicle, and that's when the car crashed. All 3 people inside the car were pronounced dead at the scene. All involved officers are now on administrative leave while the investigation takes place. Chris, Leah?
Shane, thank you. Overseas in Japan, at least 48 people are dead after powerful earthquakes hit the country. The strongest registered at a magnitude of 7.6. The tremors caused buildings to collapse and even triggered tsunami warnings. 1,000 military personnel are helping with search and rescue operations.
In South Korea, the leader of the Democratic Party is in the hospital after being stabbed in the neck. It happened while he was touring a construction site. A currently unidentified man lunged at the leader and managed to stab him with a knife. Doctors are worried the damage was to his jugular, but are confident he will recover.
Israel is removing thousands of troops from Gaza this morning. Still, it says it's preparing for the continuation of fighting throughout 2024. Does signal a shift in Israel's stance on the war, becoming less intense. It comes as the U.S. pressures Israel to start targeting Hamas more directly.
Dodge County officials arrested 2 people over the weekend following a cross-county high-speed chase. Speeds reached 110 miles an hour. Deputies used spike strips, but the suspects kept going. The chase ended in the village of Lowell. A passenger was taken into custody. The driver ran from the car and was eventually found by a nearby river and treated for hypothermia, then arrested.
A woman is facing charges in an East Side stabbing from New Year's Eve. Police say it happened at a house on Jennifer Street near the Willie Street Co-op. They say they arrived to find a chaotic scene that night. First responders took a 43-year-old man to the hospital with stab wounds. He is expected to survive. The woman arrested faces charges including first-degree recklessly endangering safety.
The CDC is warning that respiratory illnesses are on the rise. The week before Christmas, more than 29,000 people were hospitalized with COVID. Another 15,000 were admitted for flu and thousands more with RSV. According to the Dane County Health Dashboard, COVID-19 is on the rise across the state, with most areas having a very high concentration of the virus in the wastewater.
Dozens of electric vehicles are no longer eligible for a formerly promised $7,500 tax credit. The Treasury Department's new rules on battery sourcing are kicking in with the new year. The change is meant to curb U.S. reliance on China. Tesla's new Cybertruck and the Volkswagen ID.4 are among the vehicles no longer eligible. Carmakers saying they're now working on regaining that eligibility.
The U.S. population is slightly larger than it was last year. The U.S. Census Bureau says there are now 336 million people in the country. That's up just over a ½ percentage point from a year ago. Officials say the combination of births, deaths, and migration will lead to an addition to the population every 24 seconds.
All right, coming up on 7 o'clock on this chilly start to our morning, we do have clear skies for now, but there are some clouds that'll be spreading on in from the south and west, and it'll actually bring us more cloud cover later this afternoon. Temperatures, though, should be on the mild side for this time of the year, headed into the mid-30s, even though it is starting off rather chilly this morning. See the sun coming up on the horizon this morning. As you plan your day, you're going to feel like January, but a little bit milder than yesterday. Temperatures in the mid-30s as we are expecting a little bit of sunshine this morning before those clouds fill in. Other than a few flurries tonight and tomorrow, it should be pretty quiet. Most of the week, more flurries expected this weekend. It's next week on Monday and Tuesday, late Monday, Tuesday, when we do have an alert day for some snow, and it'll be our more significant snowfall the most of the season so far.
Kelly Slifka with that first one. Thank you.
We'll be back in 30 minutes with the news and weather update.